Hey, so today's video will be pretty short. We will fix the crosshair. Okay, so this is the current state we're in. If we resize the window, we will see that the crosshair is going more and more down, like so. And this we will fix first. So for that we go into the FOV tutorial hut.cpp file, and here we can see that the crosshair draw position has an offset of 20 pixels on the y-axis, and this is resulting in this weird offset. So if we remove this and we recompile, we see that the crosshair is no longer going down. It stays at the middle, but the problem we have right now is that it is aligned on the top left corner instead of the center point. So we will fix this by changing the crosshair draw position by half the texture width and half the texture height. And we will need a variable for the crosshair size, and it will be the crosshair texture surface width and the crosshair texture surface height. And now for the crosshair draw position, we can subtract half the crosshair size. And now we will have aligned the crosshair so that it's in the middle of the screen as well. And if this is all you wanted, so if you just wanted to have the crosshair centered, you can now turn the video off. But if you want to see how we can move the crosshair to a different location on the screen and also have it react to the resize properly, stick around. Otherwise, if you still want this functionality but you don't care how it's implemented, you can just go to the GitHub and you can take the code. Next, we will declare the offset variable. And as a next step, we want to get the viewport, like so. We will get the viewport size and we will set the target resolution to be 1920 by 1080. And now we can get the max fit resolution. And it wants the target dimensions and the current dimensions. So it will be target resolution and viewport size. And from here we can check again if we are using the pillar box or not. So, and now we will need to have a tweakable variable up here. So this is the target offset, and we will put it at 0, 0. And we will need it to calculate the offset in respect to the current aspect ratio. And the theory behind this is that we want to have a target offset in pixel size, and we want to scale up or scale down this value depending on the current resolution. So if we exceed our target resolution, we have to scale the target offset by a bigger amount. And if the current resolution is smaller than the target resolution, we have to scale this by a smaller amount. And this is easy to do. So for this case, we are using a pillar box. We can say offset.x equals the target offset times the max fit pixel scale on the x. And the same applies for the y. What this pixel scale is, it is basically the target resolution divided by the current viewport size. So the viewport size is the window size itself. And for the not pillar box case, we have to calculate a different pixel scale. So we take the canvas dimensions and we divide it by the target resolution. So the canvas size is the actual resolution of the image which is contained inside of the window. So it will give us these dimensions. And we can copy it from here and we can replace this to pixel scale and down here add the offset to the crosshair draw position. And we have to change this to y and this to y. Let's exaggerate this a little bit. So let's say we want to move it down by 150 pixels. And now this way up down here, and if we resize, the only thing which is missing now is that we also will need to scale the crosshair. See, the crosshair stays at the same resolution no matter what the actual image size is. And if you want to change the crosshair size, you will need to use a different tile item constructor. So you will need to pass it the size. And if we now want to scale the crosshair, let's say we want to scale it to half its current resolution, we multiply it here. And that is the only place we will need to change in order to scale down. And now we have reduced the crosshair by half it looks alright. And from here on now you can decide yourself on how you want to scale the crosshair, if you want to make it resolution dependent or if you want to scale it only whenever it reaches a certain resolution. And this is it, and as usual the code will be available on GitHub. You can find it linked down below. And don't forget to like and hit subscribe. And that's it. See you in the next one. Bye.